My dear friends, today in this video we will learn how to make life fear-free by converting the fear within us into strength. Do you know that the things that are free are the most valuable, like sleep, peace, happiness, air, water, light, true love, and our breath? But ironically, these are the things we neglect the most. These are those things which we are not able to get even after spending crores of rupees. The biggest reason is that we do not value these things. This is our fast-paced life, and we have this misconception that life goes on like this. We play different roles and duties in our life. You may be someone's son or daughter, someone's father or mother, or someone's husband or wife. But have you ever felt that you are tired of performing your duty? You don't have time for yourself. Have you ever felt like you don't have a life of your own, and you are just doing your duty? In fact, in the fast-paced world we live in, we feel as if we have no personal life, as if we are completely alone in the world. In today's fast-paced life, we need everything and need it immediately. Today, no one has enough time to spare a few moments and think about his life. There is also a solution for this which you will find in the next video. In this video, you will learn peace of mind, courage, and wisdom. So let's start with a story. Once a sad and troubled man goes to a Buddhist monk. And he said, "Monk, I am very sad. Please tell me some way to relieve my sorrow." The Buddhist monk asked the man, "Who do you think is responsible for your suffering?" The man said, "This society, these people, my family, this world, and my circumstances." Hearing this answer of that man, the Buddhist monk smiled and said, "What do you feel when you are sad or happy? Is this world responsible for your sadness or happiness? If you are thinking like this, then you are absolutely wrong. It really depends on how you see the world. The world has not given us poverty, sadness, or happiness, but rather the information that we take from this world. Our mental state is determined by how we will feel. In fact, the human brain is made in such a way that negative thoughts come first. Human nature is such that he thinks negative things before positive. The truth is that we have to find happy moments in our life. We have to prepare ourselves so that we can be happy in every moment and situation. Because happiness does not depend on chance, it depends on you, whether you want to be happy or not. Gautam Buddha has a very famous saying that what you see shows who you are. That is our attitude, our personality and thinking. But it depends. Like if we are negative, then everything in the world will seem negative to us. And if we remain positive, we will see everything in a positive light. Like in Buddha's eyes, every human being was a form of Buddha. If you are happy from inside, then this world is a happy place for you from inside. But if you are sad, then you will see only sadness. It all depends on our perspective. People react differently to the same situation, and that is feedback can also give you peace of mind and sometimes even headaches. Like if someone is having a bad day, then he starts looking at everything and every incident by connecting them, but this thinking is wrong. People might think that he is thinking all this in anger, and anger is a short-term emotion. When all your emotions, when you get better, pay attention to yourself so that you can prevent those emotions from overpowering you, because these temporary feelings of anger and anxiety can wrongly influence important decisions in your life. As I said earlier, anger. There is a temporary feeling. It will calm down on its own after some time. You treat it like a cloud which is in the sky now and will disappear on its own in some time. If not, then wait. At this time, you can also do some exercises to calm yourself down. Allow yourself to become completely calm and loose as you focus on your breathing. The next question the man asked the Buddhist monk was how to deal with emotions like anger, hatred, and jealousy. "Because these emotions often make us very tired," said the Buddhist monk. Awareness. Being aware of your thoughts is the first way you can change your mindset. The Buddhist monk asked the man, "What is your first reaction when you feel bad?" The man replied, I try to suppress that negative feeling right there, or do not accept it, or try to quickly divert my attention. Hearing this man's answer, the Buddhist monk smiled and said, "But let me tell you that all these efforts are in vain, because in the end, these negative emotions can overpower you." If the person asked, "What should I do in such a situation?" the Buddhist monk said, "The next time you are overwhelmed with negative emotions and feel sad, look at it as if it is an emotion, not even a part of you, like a pedestrian looking at another person walking down the street. So accept that this is not a part of you." Now, how might this bother you? However, for this kind of awareness, you will need a lot of practice. Once you learn to do this, then believe me, you will feel very calm and light from inside. Negative emotions are not, nor will they ever be, a permanent part of our lives, nor do they define us, so pay careful attention to each negative emotion that arises within you. Let the negative thoughts come, do not try to force them, otherwise they will never leave you. It is not possible to control every negative emotion that comes to your mind because you will feel angry, jealous, and sad, but these emotions come and go. After that, you will feel happy and peaceful, and you have to wait for that moment. The man asked the Buddhist monk the next question. "Monk, how important are relationships in our lives? And how to make deeper relationships and new friends?" The Buddhist monk said, "Maintaining good relations with others makes people feel safe. It also helps in maintaining mental peace. People need such a person in times of trouble. Those who stood by him, I felt that someone dear to you will leave you. So will your expensive cars be able to console you? Will your luxurious home help you out of trouble? No, because things cannot replace humans. No matter how rich you become, only your family and your true friends will help you in times of trouble. If you have trouble making new friends and maintaining good relationships, the first thing to do is change your perspective. Stop judging people without knowing them well. The more you live your life with an open mind and heart, the more easily you will be able to understand people. Most of the time it happens that we form our opinion about someone without telling him properly. We already assume that the person will be like this or like that, so take some time to know others. Your opinion about the other person may change completely. Remember one thing, true friendship will happen only when you are true, will be. Only when you talk with an open heart will the other person dare to talk to you. Remember that everyone tries to avoid a cold person. It is about making new friends. But what should you do if you already have friends and relationships, and their relationship with you is on the verge of breaking? Always remember one thing, that maintaining a good relationship is like sitting idly by. Fire on cold nights, like if you sit too far away from the fire, you will not feel the heat, and if you sit too close, you will feel the heat. In the same way, when intimacy increases too much in a relationship, boredom often sets in, so you have to maintain balance in your relationship. Of course, strengthen your relationship, but do not keep it so close that the other person starts feeling suffocated. There should be some distance in relationships also, so that you always have a strong relationship with your friends and close people. The person asked the Buddhist monk the next question, "What will people say?" How to overcome this fear? The Buddhist monk said, "Now tie the 3 things that I am going to tell you. These 3 things will work to keep you happy. Firstly, people will not take as much interest in you as you want." The monk asked the man, "Do you remember what your friend wore last week? And what did he eat?" That person said, "No, I do not remember." Then said the monk, "When you don't remember small things about others, how much will they remember about you? And when people don't even remember about you, what's the point of worrying about what people say? Actually, people do not think about us as much as we think. Secondly, it is not necessary that everyone likes you. Do you like everyone? Not at all. Then why do you expect from others that they like you? If someone likes you, then it is a good thing. And if he doesn't, then it doesn't matter." You should not care about anyone's likes and dislikes. Learn to accept these things. These are all part of life, everyone. It is not possible to maintain that if I am happy, then why should we worry so much about everyone else? Thirdly, most of the work that we do in the name of others, we are actually doing for ourselves. So being honest with ourselves is also a big thing. Open your heart, and the world will open its heart to you. But if you become selfish, then the world will also be selfish. Why does everyone pray that their family remains safe? Because they love their family. People are afraid that something might happen to their spouse or child because they are afraid of being alone. If seen, every person is selfish from inside, unless someone becomes Buddha or Mahavir. It's hard to avoid selfishness, so think only about what makes you happy. It sounds very simple, doesn't it? Life-changing things are simple. We just make it difficult, so instead of worrying about what will happen, focus on what can be done currently. The Buddhist monk further said that in Buddhism and Hinduism, people believe in a principle called the principle of karma. The principle says that as you do, so shall you get. That means a person gets the fruits of his actions only. So if you want everything good in life, then start doing good deeds. If you want success, prosperity, and happiness in life, then start working hard with honesty and doing right deeds. Having said this, the Buddhist monks ended their speech. That troubled person also got the answer to his questions. He thanked the Buddhist monk for the information and went away from there. Friends, I hope you will like this story and will learn something good. My dear friends, the story ends here. If you are visiting our channel for the first time, then subscribe to our channel so that whenever we upload a new video, you get notification. We pray to God that your life is always happy.